Very happy to be here. My cool swag, hanging out with the Giveth crew for the moment. Who is, who is here? All right, let's kick off with everybody. I'll go ahead and start off. I'm feeling very excited. Happy to be with you guys and see what's happening on this governance agenda and also for all the other things that are happening. My focus this week is not on this, but to wrap up anything I need to contribute in the forums. I see a few new posts that came up today, so I'll make sure I get some comments into that. That's that. And my intention for this call is to facilitate awesomely. And I will pass it to Lauren. Are you ready? Great.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. PST, it's one of the worst time zones. It's like I wake up and I'm on my computer, so I'm a little bit distracted by my overwhelm of Discord DMs and trying to set up a tweet for the day. But yeah, so my intentions for the week are to make sure that we're looking good for Give Power staking locking. We were getting some people to review the contracts. Also, get Give Power boosting set up, and then also make sure that the Twitter's all nicely set up and good to go, because I'm going to be taking off from next week and going to be gone for a few weeks. So yeah, my intentions of the week are closing out things, and my intentions for the call are mostly just to I'm just gonna listen as the proposals come up, because I know I saw things in the forum I have opinions on, but I don't remember what they are at the moment. And I'll pass it to Corey.
Great. Corey, are you with us? Oh, good.
Yeah, I think I need to leave and come back. I'm sorry. You guys all sound like robots to me. It's super weird. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. We can pass it for you. How about Kotabi?
GM, everyone. Thanks for passing me the torch, guys. So I am feeling good, feeling motivated. So my intentions for the week is I want to work a little bit on a proposal for having some KPIs for the community's working group, and what else? And then moving forward or pushing forward the bounties proposal and the budget, and those are the main two. And I have no my distraction is that I'm actually posting some things right now on the call and checking a document that Tropical Mango is going to talk about. So, but other than that, I'm here, and I'll pass it to Frashel.
Hi everyone, happy Monday. So I'm feeling great, better, and excited for the week. My focus is last few payments for July, and also processing the ETH Barcelona reimbursement this week. And my intentions for this call is to push the Giveth core team compensation for June and July that I recently posted in the Giveth forum. So yeah, that's it for me. I'll pass it to Monique.
Hey guys, thank you, Rachel. Nice to have you here. I'm feeling good. My focus for this week is test, and test. If I find time, I would love to prioritize my backlog. And for this call, my intention is just to think and listen. I'm a little bit distracted with I'm working right now with the other stuff, and I pass it on to Jake.
Thank you. For me, I'm feeling really good. Focus for the week is to help out Yaz with some of the BitDAO proposal that went up, and try to get in contact with those kind of execs and the important positions at BitDAO. Intentions of the call, just listen out. So I will pass it on to Nico.
Thanks, Jake. Yeah, I'm feeling great. My focus for the week is posting my role proposal and facilitating the trial periods ending this week. There are a few buddy calls happening this week as well. And yeah, my intention for this call is to propose some changes or added clauses in our current Giveth work agreement and to listen. Um, thank you. I'm passing it back to Corey.
Hey, I'm gonna try to listen, but every single person sounds like a distorted robot to me. I just restarted Discord. I don't know what's going on, so I will see. But my intentions for the call were to, yeah, just listen in and sync up on anything that I should know about, and also I wanted to talk about the request I'd posted in the governance channel about we're doing a campaign this week with Ichi, and wanted to see if we could get access to 300 Give to match their prize this week. So, and I'd added that to the agenda already. Don't have any distractions other than, yeah, this weird audio thing. So hopefully I can hang in for the call today. Gonna.
How about Franco?
Sorry, I can't understand you, but I will pass it back to you, Danny.
Hi, everyone. I'm feeling good, a little bit distracted because I'm doing something else at the moment, but I'm here to listen, sync up, and catch up with everything that's going on in the governance team. And yeah, my goal for the week is trying to learn how to use GitHub better and create issues. That's it. And I'll pass it to Jesse.
Thank you, yes. Hey guys, I'm not distracted, here to listen and participate if I can. And nothing much to add. I'll pass it to Giant King.
They walk in the room, right? Distracted, I'm doing everything at once. Trying to eat, trying to get work done, trying to answer questions. That's all I have at the moment. But who's running this?
Danny's running it. Yeah, I can. Let's see, who else do we got on here? Wow, for some reason it's jumping all over the place. All right, anybody I've missed? I can't seem to see who hasn't gone yet.
I think I missed, yeah.
Okay,
sure.
great.
Okay, so my focus for this week is wrapping up the design for the Give cover, especially boosting, and no distraction. Pass it back to you.
All right. Anybody else anything to add for check-ins, or we'll jump into the agenda?
Hey, I'm here to listen and participate and get every day more knowledge of this wonderful community. And I will pass to Nico. Maybe Nico didn't go.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Nico went.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry then.
No worries. Thank you, guys.
I think Katya hasn't gone yet. Yep.
Yay, thank you.
So my focus for this week will be Give Power, delegation, and thanks to Katabi for meeting with me last week on that. And also thanks to the guys, Monique and Mo, for the donor flow discussions we've been having. And yeah, that'll be the main focus for me this week. And no distractions. I haven't worked out today, but I have a ton of energy. I don't know where it's coming from, but I feel really, really great.
Awesome. I think I see Pavle on there. Did we miss you?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry for being late. I just realized I needed to add a role so I can see the channel and to access. So sorry I'm late.
No worries. Got anything to check in with? What's your focus for the week?
So my focus in the week is working with actually interviewing Kurt, which is the new Solidity hire prospect. And that's about it. I haven't really allocated much more beyond that. And some other things that are minor. There are some people who
All
reach
right.
out to me that will want to work with Giveth and so on and so forth. So that's about it. Once again, sorry I'm late.
Right. No worries. All right. And I don't see anybody else. Cool. All right. So priority agenda items. I didn't hear anything new get added from any of you. The first thing we have on the agenda is the script for the vesting. So Mitch needs one more person. We talked about this last week, and I see a couple of people have given thumbs up. We need at least one from an admin. I think he's hoping to hear from Amin to give a thumbs up so we can push this correctly the second time. Anybody wanting to dive into this more? All right. If not, we'll jump over here to the next one, which is the delegation. So we've got a feedback form. There's a document linked here that you can go take a look at, read through that. And there's also a forum proposal, give power delegations. Basically, we're going to be looking for a couple of different kinds of delegates, both Web 2, some nonprofit folks with deep experience, and the Web 3 experience. We need to make sure we have both of those. We want give holders who are working in public good spaces. And there is a form, but we need some feedback on the forum post. So ideally, we're going to have delegates that represent a variety of different types of projects like climate change, regen finance, and Web3 communities, that kind of thing. I don't need to dive into it too much more. The links are there. You can check it out, get on the forum, get your comments, and then fill out the form that's linked there. That's a nice new one. And then, does anybody have anything to add about that? I'm not sure who's working on it.
Maybe Katya would like to say a little bit about that. If not, I can also share a little bit.
Oh, can I
And
also
Lauren,
just
she
request
also
that
unmutes.
someone shares their screen? It's so nice when the screen shares there so I can follow.
Oh yeah,
You
I'm on
want-
my phone. If somebody
I
else
can
could
do
do the
that.
screen share of
I can do that.
Notion, that'd be amazing.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Katabi. Yeah, I would love some feedback, guys. Just because I'm still new, I'm learning about Giveth, the whole ecosystem, and just any feedback you can provide. I've created the form for kind of like our intake form for delegates who we might want to target. So yeah, if you could, oh, that's it. That's the feedback form. So if you could go in there, it links out to the forum proposal. And then also the Google form is a little bit further down. But just go ahead and type your comments underneath that doc. You'll see like on the left, there's navigation for all the questions. So you could just type in, and if you want to leave your name, you can, or not, it's okay. Yeah, right there, you could see all the questions there. And then based off this, I'm going to try to get the ball rolling as soon as possible. But as I said, I do need some support because this is a learning curve for me with learning about give power, giveth, delegation, and things like that. So, and I don't know if, oh yeah, Nicola, I'm trying to connect with you, Nicola, for this too. So if you're on the call, please check your DMs. And yeah, thank you.
Awesome, thank you. You could also ping Nicola on Telegram if
I
you're
want
not
to.
seeing her there. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Kotabi? Oh, I think I dropped off for a second. You guys hear me again? I see some frozen.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Did someone else have something to add around the feedback form on delegation?
Sorry, am I back?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. I think some Discord doesn't like me to share screen and I don't know, use Discord at the same time. But anyways, I was just going to say that, so Katya reached out to me and said like, I do not have that much experience with these, with the proposals, with the delegation. So, and I suggested to basically like crowdsource collective intelligence from everyone in Giveth. So if you have some people that you said, oh, this will be an amazing delegate for Give Power, either from the Give community or from the nonprofit sector in your respective countries or in general, or you like if there's anyone that you think that, oh, we should definitely reach out to this person, we should definitely talk to this person in a Twitter thread or something like that, just put those names in there. Like the more the merrier, and then we'll start like making sense of all the collective intelligence that people pours into these documents. So that was just my comment. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Is there anybody else that wouldn't mind sharing screen and following along on the Notion doc? So we have that up there. I just tried to do it and it kicked me out. I can't either.
I can try to do it again. Let me try.
Okay, the next one on here is providing 300 Give. 300 Give, that's not very much, as a prize for the Ichi Giveth campaign. Does anybody here want to champion the conversation around that?
Hey, yes. I got enough of that audio. Yeah, we basically there's a marketing campaign that's being launched this week together with Ichi to support the launch of the Angel Vault last week, and yeah, they have outlined like a giveaway prize for people participating in the campaign, which involves like following Ichi accounts, following Giveth accounts. Yeah, in general, just showing love to both organizations and also learning about the Angel Vault. So they've asked if we would be willing to match their 300 Ichi tokens with 300 Give tokens. So that's essentially the ask.
$300 of Give tokens.
Thank you. I was like, that just doesn't feel like quite the right number. So 300 USD worth of Give tokens.
Yes, sorry. Yes, correct.
Okay. Great. Well, that feels pretty simple and easy, and definitely a great way to start getting some more engagement with the One Give and the Angel Vault, which is awesome. Cool. Anybody have any questions? All right. I'm going to cruise past the quick links that we have in the document.
Wait,
there is no... Wait.
The question remains, where should we request that funding from? Because if it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, it's not a lot of money, it's not a lot of give, it's a cool campaign where we can kind of increase engagement, and I think the purpose is to be like, do we request it from NRGive? Or is there another means? Like, I mean, I didn't know, Corey doesn't know, we don't know the best way to get that funding, and it would basically go, we could make it go directly from Giveth to the recipient, like whoever wins the competition. So yeah, I don't know. We could do different, like multiple NRGive votes, but I just wanted to know what people think, or if anyone.
I mean, it would just be a matter of audience. Is there a reason this needs to be with the Reputation DAO? I would think we'd want to use the gardens unless there's a reason we don't want to go to regular Give token holders.
Yeah, the thing about we could use the garden. We could use the garden. It's just that it's like we're offering up a prize that we're like, you'll get this prize if you do these things. So in the garden, it's like we could put up a gardens vote right now and get people to vote on it. I think it will pass because it's such a small amount of give. And then we could send it to like a trusted party's address who would then distribute to the winners, because there might be like 3 winners. And so I don't know. I feel like the garden, it makes it like a little complicated, but that's totally a way we can do it. Yeah,
I guess I just think about it where we want to drive more attention. If it's better to have it publicly accessible and viewed, then we want it in the garden. But if it's just an easy back office thing that we feel we can do on Aragon with the NR Give, yeah, I can see why it's fine either way. It's just a matter of, do we want more people to see it and know about it, or just get it done?
I feel like just getting it done.
I
do too. Yeah, I agree with you. I think from a governance circle perspective, we can look at this and we can say, yeah, and knock it out on the NR Give. So
Okay, cool.
I like considering why not to do it on the gardens, but yeah, I would support this being an NR Give.
Great. Awesome. Thank you. Then we'll go forward like that.
Thanks a lot. Awesome.
Yeah, and who's going to post that up onto the gardens? Or I'm sorry, not gardens, into the Aragon?
I think I'll do it because I don't think Corey can because she doesn't have NR Give tokens, but I'll do it.
Okay, great. I like it. All right, so where are we now? Praise passed. I noticed that. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Which means we have no active proposals in the garden right now, which was one of the other reasons I thought about, should we have at least something in there? But it's all quiet there, and that's great. Excited for the praise upgrade to happen. Also, I see the top up for Give Economy was the last one that passed in there as well. Okay, so speaking of the NR Give DAO, the reputation DAO on Aragon, we have one request to mint 28 or 21 NR Give tokens for Pavle. I voted on that and said yes. Hope you guys will get in there and put your vote on there as well. Our NR Give token holders. You could go do that right now if you wanted to, because we are at the 5-minute pause for voting. So if anybody wants to dive in and just knock that out right now, that's great. I don't think we actually need to pause for it. I'll go ahead and move into what's in the advice process right now. So we have
taking advantage of the pause. So I think I should get my, or probably got already my first NR Give. How do I check that? In
okay. Let me just go back up to, so if you go to the agenda and click on the link itself, the voting app link for Pablo, any of them, any voting app links, it's going to take you into the xi.aragon.blossom link. That is where our NR Give DAO resides. You can go there, logged into Gnosis, and you can check under tokens and see if you're in the token list there now. And then you can also view your proposal and see the status of it.
Okay.
That's
awesome.
That's Kotabi asking, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Top up for Spanish and Portuguese translations of docs. There is a forum post to establish the growth and globalization work stream that's been moving. We're being asked to approve another $76,000 in Give for the translation work that's done. It's in advice process now, and then this is going to be one that'll show up in the garden for conviction voting. So take a look at that. I've been sharing the Spanish links to our docs far and wide because the Latin America growth on Giveth is really huge. Had some great conversations with a lot of folks doing things down there that are super appreciative that this is happening and getting into Spanish. Any thoughts or questions around that? You got a vote in there. Awesome. All right, I'm going to keep going. Let's, because the next one's a really good one. Extending the Give Farm again. So this is a post that's been active for a while, but you can go down to Mitch's comment starting 3 days ago. We've been talking about this a little bit. There's a variety of farms that expire and need to be reconsidered. Anybody want to dive in or have anything to speak to on this? It's really good to get your comments. I think there's a vote. Yes, there is a vote on what do you think about this. So basically what you're voting on is extending for 3 months 2 farms, the Give ETH farm on Balancer and the Give WETH farm on Sushi Swap. So August 19th is when the other ones expire. That's when the Give DAI, the Give staking on mainnet, the Honey Swap farm, and then the Gardens staking. Those are all set to expire and not be renewed if you vote looks good on this. If you've got some thoughts on why we should do anything other than just the Give ETH on Balancer and the Give WETH on Sushi Swap, please state your case on that forum post and click that no. Otherwise, let's say it looks good and keep that one going.
Maybe I will just take advantage of this moment because I've been part of these discussions to just give us a little bit of context to everyone. So basically, with the launch of the Angel Bolt, we will probably be covering, or our intention is to cover a lot of the liquidity needed on mainnet. And with the launch of Give Power, like single staking is going to have like more of an importance. And all the swap that have been going under the hood and that are still happening are helping us to have like better liquidity. But a big part is just the Angel Bolt, like protecting us from the downward volatility of the market. So we're going to need less farms, and this is why we are only requesting for these two. And if there is any question, like go ahead and I'll do my best. If not, I think Lauren can also help me a lot. And but if not, that's basically the context.
Great.
You did great.
So one farm on mainnet, one farm on XDAI. Correct. Awesome. I think it looks great. Anybody else have any thoughts or concerns?
I just want to voice a small concern about Give Power. We're right now reviewing the contract power staking and locking. So the idea was that the Give Power staking would completely replace the Give staking on both mainnet and Gnosis chain. And I'm hoping that's still going to be possible for August 19th, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll kind of like leave that open, and I'll leave a comment in the forum. But I just wanted to tell everybody for visibility that we're kind of like chatting with people, reviewing the contracts and making sure that they're safe. We want to make sure that they're safe before we launch, and that might create a delay. And then we might want to extend our single asset staking a little bit.
Okay, that's really good to know. I love to see that as a comment on there. So this proposal, this extension and the way it's written right now is assuming that Give Power goes forward. And if there's any delays on how that goes out, then we would want to reconsider and extend the single staking is what I heard you say.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put a comment in the forum. Thanks, Danny. But you nailed it. That's exactly what I said.
Woohoo! Awesome. Okay, then let's go down to the Giveth referral program. Should we reward referrals that lead to a donation? Is there a minimum donation amount? How much would we reward them? And then also, where does that reward come from is the other piece on this. Is there anybody here on the call that wants to make a case or share more context details around this one?
I think Ahmad is not here, and he's the champion of this idea. I talked with him a little recently about it. We don't want to overload the developers, and right now there are more kind of things on the main roadmap. So we are thinking about outsourcing this maybe through D-Work. And so actually I already made one proposed bounty for it, and it will be I will use one that is open for bids. So people can come and say, hey, I have this solution and I will charge this, and then we can talk about it, rather than us just putting a price on something that we still don't know how it's going to be the best way to implement it, because it will both have like a third party development, but it also needs to, maybe like the wisest way to do it, not to be gamed, is to use to give to the referral part of the stream from the first donor, and so that will have like some contact with our own contracts. So basically, we want to, maybe like the proposal right now is to lure people that wants to work on this, external builders, and then find out what's the best way to do it and what's the fair price for it.
Okay. Sounds like we're still in a good exploration phase on how to best deliver that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other thoughts or questions from anyone for that? Cool. All right, diving into the Balancer public goods pool, also listed on the forum right now. What do you guys think? Good idea, bad idea? It has some opportunities for mainnet liquidity. I actually haven't read this one yet, so looks like I got plenty to catch up on. Should the team contacts for this are Chad Pye, Simone, and Kotabi? Would one of you like to speak your case for it?
Simone, you want to go for it? If not, I can share also a little bit of context. Basically, I think as the way that I understand it, Balancer has an opportunity to pool with other projects some liquidity, up to 8 different tokens at the same time. So there has been some attention, I think. So there are some Twitter threads linked there of some people that say, hey, it will be awesome to have a public goods pool. And we know that Optimism has a focus on public goods. We know that there are different actors that have that focus. And maybe it will be awesome to kind of like pull our token with others, like have more liquidity in there, and kind of like maybe create stronger relationships with these other DAOs that are working in public goods. So that's the main proposal.
What are any known drawbacks on this right now?
Well, one of the questions was, okay, like, is this something like water? Because water, I mean, it's still there, but it's basically doesn't have too much liquidity. People are not buying and selling too much a token. And the answer is like, it's not really, because it's not an index token. It's more just, it's a pool, basically. And so, I don't know. I'm not aware right now on the top of my head of main drawbacks, except maybe like the time that we will spend to organize these and make it happen, and see that all these projects want to like pool their token with us. If one of those tokens does really bad, that will, in theory, draw a little bit the price of Give with them. But on the flip side, if one of those tokens does good, it will lift it. So that's as far as I know. Not
I heard you mention Optimism, and I'm very optimistic on Optimism. Are we talking to anybody at other public good tokens? Are there any other DAOs that are excited and wanting to collaborate on this so that we could potentially balance out that time spent organizing?
Yeah, so basically, Simon has some organizations that he needs to make the outreach to. Chatfi is doing the outreach to other ones, and I am doing the outreach to a few others, like Bankless, and I don't remember what's an Aragon.
Great. Thank you so very, very much. I find that very interesting.
But if you have questions or just ideas or comments, like go to the forum and post it. Everything is good.
Great. Okay, for Shell, you want to dive into team compensation reimbursements for June and July?
Yeah, just a short um PSA to everyone to check out the two forum posts. So these are reimbursements for the Giveth core team compensation for June and July. So there's a poll in the forum post to gather soft consensus and advice process for 5 days before I add a DAO vote. So yeah, please check it out and review if I missed like any person or I included any person, or just review the list of contributors that we paid for each month. So yeah, if you have any questions, just comment or chat in the governance chat channel. So yeah, that's it for me. I'll pass it back to you, Danny.
Nice. Thanks, Rochelle. Okay, the next one on here is our work agreement added clause. I think I heard Nico say you wanted to talk about that one.
Yeah, thank you, Danny. So, yeah, everyone, we are proposing to add some clauses in our current work agreement with Giveth. So, if you guys could click the link in there. So, these added clauses are rooted from the concerns that we have received in the past weeks. So, yeah, in the current agreement that we do not have these clauses. So the highlight of these added clauses are the first one, the status of the contributors. So we made it clear in that in the in that clause that we are independent contributors and not employees. We don't have any employment relationship with Giveth. And the second one is we also highlighted the obligation with the taxes that Giveth is not responsible for any of your of our tax filings. So yeah, and the paid time off clause is also in there, the benefits waiver, because we are not employees, we do not have paid time offs. Only the full time contributors are eligible for this paid time off. So we've added also some other clauses in there. So if you guys could review that one, we could make a post on this one on the forum. So all of you guys can make a comment on this one. So, yep.
Amazing.
That's just it.
Yeah, those are really important additions. Thank you guys for your work to find and see how and clarifying the working relationship between Giveth and our contributors.
Yeah. And if you guys have any other suggestions, yeah, we are welcome. You are welcome to suggest and add that as a comment in there.
Just curious about next steps from that. Is this something that's going to be shared on the forum or anywhere else publicly? I see it's just a Google Doc right now.
Yeah, right now it's just a Google Doc, but we're planning to make a forum post on this one. So yes.
So great. Okay, I think that feels good. That's also one that would just go to the NR Give, or there's not any reason for this to go to the garden. Great. Okay, where are we at? Bounties budget, baby. Is this you again, Kotabi?
Yeah, it's me. I'm talking a lot in this call.
I like to hear you talk.
Thank you so much. Well, just we're crowdsourcing collective intelligence again, like in the documents of Tropical Mango. Make your voice be heard. There is a really good discussion right there, really proactive on what is the amount of a total budget, because we plan to have it on two steps, a two-step process, because there are so many, there are already quite a few bounties ready to go. What we want is to have to pass a budget ASAP for those, and it's a general budget that all working groups could ask part of their bounties from that general budget. But eventually, the idea is that all working groups pass their own budgets, and so there is a little bit more of autonomy and less overloading of like the forum and everyone that might not be that related to some things. So the idea in the vision in the future is, okay, we'll ask for, I don't know, 5,000 for the communities working group for the next 2 months or 3 months. And then that will be passed by the whole DAO. But then each specific bounty, like, oh, we want to allocate 19 X DAI or give $19 spec to give on these. Like, we don't have to vote everyone on those like small bounties. But it's very interesting. Like, really, that conversation is really interesting. We are defining, like, I think, good processes. We're probably going to, so while each working group has their own budget, I think the biggest consensus right now is that we actually allocate some time during the governance call, so this call, to fast track some bounties. Yeah, so that's in general how the conversation is evolving, but it's really cool. If you have some ideas, make your voice be heard, and that's it.
I really like this. I think it's a great idea to do an interim 10K general budget while each of the working groups can use that and gather the data information to know how much they need in the future. And I see this linking it back into the getting us more gardens activity as well in the future. And I will make sure I add those comments into the forum. Anybody else have any thoughts or questions about that? I guess one of the questions I have is, what's the scope of DWork engagement across Giveth right now? Is it still in just a small working group, or is this is something we want to have in place before we deploy it to the larger group?
So it has been piloted and with great success. Like, really, Mitch put three bounties on a Friday, I think at 7 a.m. Costa Rica time, and I think by noon all bounties have been taken, applied to, and worked on. So
This is great.
Yeah, it's great because there's a lot of activity there for the things that will distract the core team. Like, we need to do give power, we need to do this, like referral. That will be nice to have, but like, we don't really want to distract ourselves too much on that. Well, maybe someone else can help us and build that for us. So so right now, like, where we are is that we saw that the platform worked really great for some things. There are proposals of other things that are ready to go, but we don't have how to pay them. So once that the budget passes, but everyone can actually, so there is a template where everyone can propose a bounty, and it will then go to a public dashboard. It will go to a private one, and then we can pass it on the governance call. Like, if this seems to be like the best way to do the process, and then, like, we can choose on the bounties, and everything is ready to go once that we have the budget.
That's great. You know, this really fulfills like a long-term intention with Giveth, going all the way back into Trace, to have more bounty style support coming in for contributors, and using GitHub was never really the best solution for that. And this is such a simple thing that links with Discord and lets you allocate roles and stuff. Really grateful to see this coming in, filling a need that we had already with these new tools. Anybody else have any questions or comments about this? No? All right, we are at 10:48. I love to end a call with at least 5 to 10 minutes to go to get you guys ready for whatever you're doing next. So we're on the PSAs section. Fershell, you want to just speak to where we're at on buddy review announcements?
Nico can take it. Go, Nico.
Yep.
Oh, yay. Cool.
Yeah, so yeah, we have a few buddy calls coming up this week. I believe Carlos will be having a buddy call this week. And yeah, for those who have not had their buddy calls, please do reach out to me, and I'll help you out with gathering all the responses and create a document that you can use for your buddy review call. And also, I think Ashley will be having a buddy call this week. So yep, thank you guys.
Awesome. Okay, we are at the end of our agenda. And I would love just to give a pause for a moment. Anybody have anything they want to share as a closing remark? Anything that was missed or that you want to bring attention to?
Let's see.
Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus. Okay, guys, that is our governance call for the morning then. As always, see you on the Discords and in the forum. And thank you all so much for your participation and contributions.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah.